They pushed me for months. I never said a word. That was the plan. My HOA had been on my case since the day I moved in. Fines for the wrong shade of paint. Letters about my driveway. Warnings about a flower pot that was 2 inches outside the approved zone. Every single week, something new. They wanted a fight, so I refused to give them one. What they didn't know was that I'd been reading every bylaw, every amendment, every clause buried in that 47-page HOA agreement. They assume nobody ever actually reads. And somewhere around page 31, I found it. A provision that had never been enforced. Not once in 11 years. That required the HOA board to hold open financial audits every 6 months. They hadn't done one in 4 years. I didn't call a lawyer. I didn't show up to a board meeting angry. I simply filed a formal compliance request with the county. Quiet, polite, and completely devastating. The county didn't have a choice. They had to investigate. What came out of that audit was not pretty. Misallocated reserve funds, undisclosed vendor relationships, a board president who had been approving contracts with his own brother's landscaping company for 3 years straight. 3 board members resigned within 30 days. The HOA was placed under a county compliance monitor. Every fine they had ever issued me was reviewed and reversed. I never raised my voice, never sent one angry email. I just stayed silent, stayed patient, and let their own rulebook bury them. The quieter you are, the more dangerous you become. If this is the kind of story you came here for, follow. There's plenty more where this came from.